Well, we were outclassed and outdone the night by a very good Lyon side. I thought honestly we could have maybe had 2 to 3 goals in the first 10 minutes. Started the game really well. I thought actually the first half we played, some decent stuff to be honest. But I thought we'd especially come out the traps really quickly. But we do see that regularly for our Rangers team, unfortunately. They start the first 10 minutes really well and then sort of fade out. I wouldn't say, no, they definitely faded out of the game, right? But credit where credit's due. That, fuck me, man, that was a really good side.
Oh, it was a solid side.
Really
but
good
the thing is,
individuals as well.
at the same time, like there was just as many goals scored against us that was just down to sheer talent than there was down to a Rangers mistake. And
Aye.
let's be honest, it's how many times have we seen us go up the park, miss an open net, and then concede shortly after it, have all the momentum in the world, and all of a sudden a slack back pass ends up, causing us to concede. The momentum shifts. But as you're saying, the first half, I thought there was definitely like a lot of sparks. Like Bazlami was just phenomenal the night.
Really
I thought.
good.
But again, like as usual, it's with this squad especially. We just can't seem to shake the daft mistakes, that daft decision making.
Aye.
And I know Clement's, you can make the argument for Clement in terms of like, oh, it's not been a great transfer window and Beale set his back, but I don't know. Like, he's been here a year. He's spent the best part of 15 million quid. Still, I don't see a team that's as organised as I would like it to be in terms of, again, the midfield looks like they're having to work harder than's necessary. See, Barron's good. Other than the mistake, obviously, Barron's everywhere all over that park, but at times he's just a one-man midfield, I think. And let's not take away from the fact Diomande was pretty decent today as well, but again, I just, we seem so disorganised at times, especially through at the start of this season, and I think it's, for me, if I'm looking forward, I just don't really know where Clement can realistically take us.
Nah, well, I don't know. I'm no feeling, as doom and gloom about it, to be honest, because I don't know, man. I thought I seen some positives tonight. Aye, obviously some negatives and some weaknesses, some mistakes, but also just some great talent for a really fucking good Lyon side with a really good
Fofana was
technical
phenomenal player.
Fofana, what was the other boy's name? Cherky or something.
Phenomenal.
I mean, Lacazette. But no, and see, to be honest with you, mate, even some of the players that they brought on off the bench looked world class. Now, maybe they were all just, on the ball tonight and on their A game. But I want to go back to the start of the game, right? I know we're kind of jumping back, but
Aye.
I think we really need to talk about this Czerny open goal miss. So you're talking about a guy who last week, I think he made a mistake or something. I can't remember the exact situation, but I know that his reaction is sort of turn round. Obviously the fans are getting on his back, is to turn round, flail his arms, basically say to the fans, like, cut us some slack, give us a break, and then he gets hooked off immediately after that. He's got a chance at redemption tonight, the easiest and best chance at redemption that you could ask for, really. An open goal, mate. He's got to do better. He has to do better.
Aye.
It's criminal. It should not happen. It's just bottle. It's a lack of concentration. It's naivety. It's unacceptable, man. You've got to put the chances away against a team like Lyon, mate. You're talking against a team like Lyon where, Lacazette can get the ball at the edge of the box and just zing it into the top corner for fun.
Aye, definitely. And the thing is as well, like, although you don't know, because the quality of Lyon's is there to see, but at the end of the day, like, if you, they kind of chances, if you end up pitting them away, you don't know what that can do for the momentum the rest of the game. You don't know what kind of knock-on effect. We absolutely have to be putting they kind of chances away, especially against a team that any slightest mistake during the game,
Aye.
they're going to punish us. At the least you can do at that point, if you know the mistakes are inevitable, is put away your chances, and it's something we've struggled with throughout the season. It's that simple. Like, there's how many games this season are we going to get to after the game and constantly talk about the amount of chances we've kind of wasted, and let's be honest, like it says a lot that you get to the point in the game where you're looking at your bench going, I mean, realistically we've no real depth there. We've got a couple of new players, but at the end of the day, there's nobody on that bench that makes you think, oh, there's a player there that can turn the game around, can potentially take there's no super sub almost. And for me, how Dowell continues to go on the park, gets subbed on. I know Raskin's not performed that well, but how he continues to get subbed on for a player that I've never once, I don't know about you, but I've never once seen him in a game and thought he's had a pretty good game for Rangers. I can't mind that game
maybe
where
really
I'm like,
early in the East Rangers
career. I just can't remember. But
the thing is, he almost needs to. It's through necessity. Do you know what I mean? He's got, obviously Lawrence gets injured, and he needs to bring Dowell on, because there's nobody else there who can slot into that position. At least I don't think.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's who you got to put in that attacking midfield role. Obviously, we've got news that Haji's back training with the first team, so if all that fucking shenanigans never happened, then that would have been a straightforward replacement.
Aye.
Bring Haji on for Lawrence, and that would have been that. But you're relying on Dowell, and Dowell has a great volley in the game. The keeper makes a great save, but like you say, it's you really see the massive drop in level when you're bringing these players on off the bench. But I must say, I thought at times the night we moved the ball well.
I think there was definitely some good football at times.
What's the most frustrating thing is no coming away getting beat 4-1. Obviously that's frustrating, it's disappointing, but that was a really good team. If a team's that good, filled with players at that level, sometimes you just need to humble yourself, realise where you are as a team, do you know what I mean, and realise that they were miles ahead of us. But don't get me wrong, mate, that I think we can or could go toe to toe with them. I mean, you're talking the first 10-15 minutes, well, maybe the first 10-15 minutes or something, right? There's a chat. So you've got the Cherny miss, you've got the Tavernier miss, and I'm sure there was another chance or two. Decent chances as well. And it's not as if we've sort of fluked our way to these good chances. We created good chances. We never taken them. And then you've got the wind taking at you because you go 1-0 down. Do you know what I mean? After that really good start, really positive start, out the traps rapidly, look like the team that's going to score, and then a killer blow's dealt to you, and it's obviously it's an uphill battle for then on in. Do you know what I mean? But
a decent response for Lawrence as well, and see when we got that goal back, I kind of had a feeling, I was like, I feel like this is going to be one of the games where it was kind of, it's going to be high scoring, but we're going to be back and forward, and it was like kind of, for a large part of the game, it was to me anyway, it was pretty even. I'm like, we're getting chances, they're getting chances. Again, not everything's kind of
more
funneled
so
through.
the first half, I would say. Obviously, we did kind of drop the ball a bit in the second half, and they seemed to step it up a gear or two in the second half as well, to be honest. But in the first half, I don't think we looked too out of place. I mean, obviously everybody else can share their opinions in the comments. Obviously you've got to have people look at the result and have their perspective on the game, and possibly look by some of the positives and see more of the negatives. But I mean, it's got to a point for us, I think, where we need to try and find the negatives in a 4-1 defeat, especially against such a high level opposition. But don't get me wrong, I went to look at their league results. Obviously, I think they've won 2 lost 3, drew 1 or something like that. They're sitting 11th place in the French league, so they've not had a great start to their league campaign, but you wouldn't know that looking at that team tonight. Some of the players in that team were incredible.
I think they're definitely like we've always knew that kind of weakness down the right hand side, but do you think that was a bit of a statement for Clement to almost say, right, Tav, you know, your place may not be cemented for this point on?
Well, it's certainly for me, I don't know what the statement is, but it is a statement.
In terms of like,
no, I
like
don't
you
know.
can come off, like you're not playing 90 minutes. Like
you
need to perform.
That is it. I mean, it is a statement, regardless of whether he's just made the sub. You know, it's just I want to make this sub. That still is a statement because think about the amount that Tav's played at Rangers. How many times have you seen him no make it through the 90 minutes or be sub? So it is a statement, and we'll just need to wait and see how it goes. Maybe it is, you know, Tav's getting older, he looked a bit slower as well. Maybe he's just getting to a point in his career where he can't play the 90 minutes. He's played that much. Or maybe he's just taking him off to rest him because the game's dead and buried. Obviously he wants to get the new boy some minutes as well. So I don't know if we should read into it too much, to be honest, but it certainly is a statement of some kind. But who really knows if there's anything more to it than the game's over, you might as well come off and let the new guy get a half an hour in his belt, you know what I mean? I don't know, are we missing anything? I'm trying to think.
Well, anyway, if you think we've missed anything through that game, you can let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think about our opinions as well. Let us know your opinions on the game in general. Remember, all our social links are down in the description. If you want to jump over there, give us a follow. That'd be great. Remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the podcast. And we'll see you next time.